Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. What's going on, guys? My name is Drago, and I am the host for this channel. And if you guys are new, welcome to my channel. And if you guys are returning viewers, welcome back to my channel. And I'm glad you guys could take time out of your day to come and view my content. So it has been a little bit since I uploaded. I always say that, but it definitely has been a little bit since I have uploaded. I was gonna upload sometime earlier this week, but I didn't really have a chance to. So we will continue and not continue. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to, so I guess I'm only gonna get one episode out this week. Yeah, I started kind of started that off a little bit wrong. What do I want to say? But yeah, I was gonna stream a little bit last week or not last week, this week, but I just had a lot going on. I had to go to the dentist on Tuesday, and I was gonna stream Monday, but I just didn't really feel like streaming Monday, so I didn't. And then Tuesday, that's actually when I went to the dentist, and then on throughout that, my real friend that I talked to, that I know in real life, he actually moved away. He messaged me and was like, "Yo, we should, hang out and chill and, play this game." And so I've been playing that game, and I've actually been having a lot of fun playing it, because it's like a really old game that I used to play back in the old days. Oh man, the nostalgia, I tell you, man. Sometimes, even though if games are bad, you can still just let it pass just because of the nostalgia reasons. But yeah, so since I didn't want to not stream this week, so I wanted to try to get some streaming or time in, or whatever. I was actually debating if I even wanted to actually stream this week, because since I had my teeth done, I've been in, it wasn't bad per se when it first started off, but as the days kept on going, I've noticed that my teeth are starting to really hurt, so I've been in a lot of pain and just haven't felt like streaming and whatnot. So and I was gonna wait, but I just decided that I don't know how long I'm going to be in pain like this, like I am with my teeth. So I didn't mention probably what I had done to my teeth. I ended up having I had some cavities, so I basically had to have those filled. So that's basically what I pretty much did, was just had those cavities filled and whatnot. I have to sadly go back again and get some more filled. I have to get 2 more. I was supposed to have 3. I had 6 cavities in total. A lot of cavities. But I was supposed to have another 3, but for some reason I don't have to. Not really sure why, because like on my what the doctor said was like, oh, you have like 6 cavities. We'll have you can come by and we'll take care of that for you. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I don't have. I don't have to have the rest of those cavities. I have no idea. I have no clue. I honestly don't know how to feel. but um but yeah, so I just decided, why not? I need to stream. I'm still in pain, but I want to stream for you guys because I don't want to go like a long period of time without streaming. So, I've been taking medicine that's helped, but there's still like a little bit of pain. But I'm just trying to just deal with it and whatnot. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much what has been happening and why I took so long to stream. Hopefully next week the pain won't be as bad and I'll stream twice next week. Because I'm not going to stream twice this week because it's Saturday, of course. And with it being Saturday, pretty much the week ends on Saturday, so Sunday's the start of the new week, supposedly. I mean, that's what I have to go by. Anyways, how much time have I wasted? 7 minutes of talking? Excuse me. I need to stop yawning. We got some new stuff, it looks like. We got a new mate base, which is a spell. Don't know what I have to say about this, say what you will. It's nice. We got a new protector, which is this dragon. I think these are the new dragon rulers, if I'm not... Yeah, it's the dragon rulers of light and dark. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we have that. And that's pretty much it with that. There's been a couple of stuff. I actually played like this new thing that's going on, the Dice Rally. I don't think I won anything really from it yet. Because I think the first match I actually lost. But that's pretty much the newest thing there. I think this is also new. I'm not sure. I might have... I can't remember if it's this or something else. I think I already showcased this. Yeah, I remember. I already showcased that. Okay. So I don't need to showcase that. I was thinking I needed to, but I don't. Oh, it looks like I haven't done it, but I could have sworn I have. Weird. Alright, we got this thing called the new Dice Rally. And what it is you basically start from here, you win duels, and you go to basically the next level. And that's basically how you earn the biggest rewards and stuff. I don't know how many there are, but some of these spaces will give you like, it grants you a card that you can use. Duels, it has like all these different like weird things, like you can advance 2 spaces, both players start with half life points. You get granted a card which you can use for like link summoning and stuff, which is really nice. And then the rarities of cards will rise if you roll a dice also when you do this. So, but yeah, so I don't really have a deck for this. I'm pretty sure I could use like Sky Striker, but I don't feel like messing around. I'll probably do a Sky Striker later, so we'll just use a loner deck. So they have like 3 loner decks. I'll show the different loner decks they have. I'm not sure which is good and what's not. They have this, which is the Yugi deck. It also includes the Dark Magician Girl, so I know this deck's going to be a little bit better with this new stuff, so I recommend using this deck. I think this deck's actually one of the, good ones, I think. It's my personal opinion. It might not be, but I think it's somewhat decent. Herodic Beast, they have some new support. This looks like it's just like a big rank deck. It's like OTK and just have some fun and do stuff. It has the new support cards also. I have no idea what they do. You can special summon from deck using... Whoops. You have that. I actually might try this. And then we also have the Dragon Rulers. So, yeah, you also have the Dragon Rulers. You don't have the new Dragon Rulers, funny enough, in here. I don't know why. But, yeah, you can use Dragon Rulers. So, I don't know whether this is going to be good or not. It doesn't it only has, like, 3 Ash Blossoms. I'm not really sure the big combos that this deck can do, but, we'll try this out. Try these decks out, just for the fun of it. So, this is what we're going to be doing today also, by the way. There's stuff that I still want to get. Before I start, I actually want to check and see if that stuff is still there. It should be. I think it's in special. And it is. And I want to also get this too. Actually, I could probably get that one right now, and then I'll get this in a little bit. We only have 19 days left. Well, we are just shy of getting it. So we'll get the Ash Blossom first, and then we'll get the other ones. But I don't know if you guys want to, buy this stuff, but if you guys are interested in buying any of this, you only have 19 days left, which is still quite amount of time left to get these cards, but just keep that in mind. If you haven't bought this and you want to buy it, you only have 19 days left. That's basically almost 3 weeks, so, buy it as soon as possible if you want to get it, but otherwise, it's there. For 3 more weeks. Alright, so we're gonna play a little bit of this. And then, what deck am I gonna... I want to actually use the loner deck. We're gonna use Yugi's deck. I'll probably just switch around with the decks just to see how I feel, and then if these decks aren't performing well, I'll look into using a actual deck instead. Okay, we are going second. So I'll use, if this doesn't go well, I'll use, oh, he has that. That card's crazy. But yeah, as I was saying, if it doesn't go well, we'll just switch and use an actual deck instead, and then we'll see how how that goes for us. Looks like our opponent is using the same deck that we are, which is the Yugi based deck. I kind of wonder if the soccer field is actually the there's the Dark Magician Girl. I kind of wonder if the what was I gonna say? God, I forgot what I was gonna say. Alright, well anyways, our opponent's activating this. I am not sure if we're gonna be able to win this match. This deck is actually pretty good when it pops off. So he has these two, which negates a spell. When your opponent activates a spell or effect while you control a Shining Sarcophagus, so this card gets stronger. Both of these get stronger each time they level up. When your opponent activates a spell, so he can negate 2 spells and a monster effect. Two spells and a monster effect. While you control a Shining Sarcophagus, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. During your opponent's turn, if you control a Shining Sarcophagus. What does this do? When your opponent monster declares that would... When an opponent's monster declares an attack or an opponent's monster effect is activated, that would destroy monsters on the field, while a monster being mentioned Shining Sarcophagus on the field is on the field. Destroy as many attack-efficient monsters your opponent controls as possible. Well, this card is gains 500 when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Shining Sarcophagus or a monster that monster. Okay, what does this do? While this card's level is when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control Shining Sarcophagus. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets Shining Sarcophagus or a monster that mentions that you control quick effect, you can negate the activation. Alright, so my best play is to summon this and then play this face down. I don't think this thing can be destroyed by battle. No, it can be destroyed by battle, so we'll get rid of this because this card definitely don't want that. And this. In theory, when your opponent activates a card or effect once per turn, increase this card. While this card's level is higher than its original level, it gains. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets... Okay, so if he activates a card or effect that targets... I'm surprised he didn't negate that. That kind of sucks. This probably isn't going to stop us from getting killed. I think this is pretty much game over from here. Yeah, it's game over. Man, that sucks. I love this deck, but my god. If you don't have Shiny Sarcophagus, this deck, like, sucks. This deck definitely needs more cards to search Shining Sarcophagus. Or a monster that searches Shining Sarcophagus or something, because this deck just isn't it. Alright, we got Dark Magician Girl. Card's normal summon special summon. You can add one shiny sarcophagus. We'll play this. Okay, let's special summon this. No, crap, we have to discard a card from our hand. We will discard... I'm gonna discard this. We'll summon the beautiful Dark Magician. This card is so much better than, like, Dark Magician Girl. Oh, great. If we get Ash Blossom, this is honestly why I deconstructed this deck, was because of this particular reason. You know, it's not fun to get Ash Blossomed and then, you know, you don't have a play after that. It's pretty much game over. I do not enjoy decks at all that, you know, I only have like one play. What time is that? Alright. Alright, so I ended up playing some stuff on accident. I'm gonna restart this stream because I do not want to get copyright, and I gotta delete this video as well. So I'll be right back to restart this video, or this stream.